Well, I did another recording where I was lagging behind, but now my CPU usage is down to 50%, so I think we're going to be a bit better today. I wanted just to show you how to set up some of the couple of things in the beginning for your broadcasting. I was too lazy today to put up my nice lights, so I've got my fluorescents up there, but they have daylight in them, so it's pretty good lighting. It's a bit grainy, but what the heck. So when you set up, you don't really need to do the broadcasting. You need to go to the beginner's guide on XSplit and have a look at at least the first two videos. The first one tells you how to do all this. In broadcast they have channels and live stream, Twitch and Justin TV and Ustream. If you have an account there or get a free account, you can set that all up. But for Google Hangouts, you just do a local recording, and I set up local streaming, but I'm not even sure that works. I'd have to try it with Google Hangouts. So that's already sort of set up there. Now to find out how it's going to be with your internet connection, you can go to speedtest.net, speed.test.net, and there you can do a free test of your internet connection and how your bandwidth. So I had already tested it once, but let's test it again. It was 26.65 to come down to my computer, and the upload speed was 2.19 Mbps. The upload speed is the important one for this because you're streaming live back up to the internet. So we'll test again, and it goes and pings a site and shows you the speed of how long it took to do that. Now in XSplit they use kbps, so that's kilobytes per second, I guess. And whereas this uses megabytes, so you just add a couple of zeros on the end of whatever result you get, and you know that what your upload speed is. So this time it was 26.56 Mbps for download, and it's just testing now for the upload speed. And it's 2.26 Mbps. Now what you can do with that is you go back, and in the beginner's guide in the video they have a table which tells you depending on your what they call bit rate, but sure is what size of monitor, well actually what size of video, excuse me, that you can do. And for most people I think between 1500 and 3000 kps. So I had 2200 kps. So you have to leave some of that for the audio so it doesn't lag behind, so you don't want to go too up in the values. But I think we can use a 720p resolution by 480 and pick that one, and we should be fine. There is the one you can go up to that is for 1080p, which of course is YouTube, 1920 by 1080, but you need to have at least 3000 to 5000 kps. So it's just a matter of probably figuring out a way to do the video later. So anyway, but in here you have to go to the resolution and pick the resolution, and I've already picked the 720 by 480 video. And there's the 1920 by 1080, which is HDTV. It's a bit too much. I'll just show you what sizes, but you can edit the resolutions. There's a table of the resolutions, and you just pick the ones that you want to show up every time. So I don't know about 175. I don't know why I clicked that one. I wouldn't need that one, but maybe you'd want to do the higher values here. Like 360 by 240, and I think I got a few more choices there in the 640 by 360 range. And then those will be the ones that show up in your menu. So if you're always using the same one, then you don't really have to bother with that. But so you just pick the view that you want, resolution. I'll just pop it up to 1920 by 1080. I am right now using 65% of my CPU and physical memory 70%, so let's see what happens when we pick 1920 by 1080. It also gets larger and similar in size ratio to the YouTube. And it is telling me that I'm not capable of smoothly and it's right. So we'll go back because I think, yeah, my physical memory is 72 and my CPU is 86, so we'll go back and use, I think I'll probably always be using the other one. If it comes up, whoop. And then just work with that. And then also you have to pick your frame rate, and of course you don't want to have a very choppy appearance to your video, so as much as possible try and do the 30. They say the range is between 20 and 30 that you should be able to get live streaming, even depending on what live streaming you have. So I've picked 30. And then you can pick the transition between scenes. That's interesting. Let's try collapse. So when you could push another scene, and I think scene 9 is working. There, it collapsed into the other one. And the only reason it's so grainy is I don't have the proper lighting on. So I think that's about it. So you get that working. And it's not lagging too much. Oh, it's starting to lag now. Interesting. You might have to turn off a few things in the computer. And get your husband to turn off his Wi-Fi. So there's better bandwidth. But otherwise, you can go on to doing the rest of it, putting in your scenes and having fun with it and setting up your settings. And of course, each presentation can be different. You can have, I think it was about 20 presentations, and you could just do a new presentation with a new type of streaming. So I might even go and get Ustream or a live stream. I'm not sure about Twitch. Twitch just got bought by YouTube, so I'm not sure whether it's going to exist anymore. But there you go. Yeah, hopefully if you go on to the next one about doing the scenes, you'll be able to figure everything out without doing too much work. But the beginner's guide videos on XSplit site 1 and 2, they're very, very detailed, so you should be able to figure out the technical part. And then there's a few more videos there. If you want to, I found if you want to see what how people use it for games and how they set up their XSplit for it, I saw a video on YouTube with a fellow named Swifty, S-W-I-F-T-Y, doing a tutorial on how to set up their live streaming of their game, like Warrior, whatever, Warrior Craft, and then put yourself in the video and you know, have a nice intro and stuff like that. And he was using a huge monitor. I'm not sure how he had such a good streaming. Maybe another day I'll have a better streaming. So in order to do this, I think it has to be a good day for your internet. And what he did mention in his tutorial is it is possible, of course, to record locally with the XSplit there. I could set up a local recording, and it's a smaller file, and it's an FLV file. You could try that and see if it helps at all with this lagging. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's all for now. I know my other video was better, so I'm going to have to figure out why that other one was better and didn't delay as much. Thank you.